Products grown in Georgia are all around us, with a geographic range stretching from the coastal plains to the Appalachian Mountains. Georgia boasts an agricultural diversity second to none. The following profile is one of Georgia's products that proudly calls itself Georgia Grown. From a small number of pioneer growers in the early 1900s, Georgia now boasts almost 3,000 growers. With orchards spreading from middle to southern Georgia, these farmers harvest more than 70 million pounds of what many consider the most valuable North American nut species, the pecan. On this episode of Georgia Grown, we'll visit a grower that is celebrating a century of growing a crop that's harvest starts with a good shake.
We've been raising pecans, I guess, for over 100 years. Even when I was a little boy, my great-granddaddy had pecans that were 50 or 60 years old, so I'm sure pecans have been growing since late 1800s, early 1900s.
This time of year in the fall, when the nuts are mature, you'll see the nuts grow in a green husk, and when they're ready to be harvested, that husk will split open, and we bring our machinery in. The first thing that comes in is a shaker. The next step is the blowers and the sweepers. They come in behind the shaker. They blow the nuts out into the middle of the grove, between the tree rows, and sweep them into windrows about 2 feet wide. And the harvesters come in behind them and pick the nuts up, similar to a machine that picks up golf balls on a golf driving range.
We've come a far cry from the days of where we used to have to pick them up by hand and had croak sacks put them in and all. And from our orchards, they'll be picked up with our machinery and then taken to our cleaning plant, where we get all the sticks and leaves and grade the nuts to the point where they are ready for purchase.
One of the great untold stories so far, pecans are one of the healthiest nuts you can eat. It's the highest level of antioxidants of any other nut. It's higher than a walnut or almond. The pecan oil is very pure, and it's just getting out now. The researchers are discovering exactly how healthy pecans are, and 4 ounces of pecans a day does you a world of good.
After all of the grooming, tending, and harvesting, these pecans may show up on your table in many different forms. So as you're enjoying that second piece of pie, remember, it's good for you, the antioxidants and all. And be pleased you are supporting another great product that can proudly say is Georgia Grown.